playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. James Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson, rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Flush to his right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
They'll look to run with Akers.
Well, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it?
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Akers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. It's caught. Cooper. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Attack!
Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 55 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Wilson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first intercept. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 3-yard line.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Cook. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
They're on the 32-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The Titans at 4-6 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will have the Titans 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
15.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Santos with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now it's Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Let's go!
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Panthers.
Going right back to Akers.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he's got it inside the 10. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They try again with Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go. And this time he is in.
James Cook.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw again is Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now they're in the hurry-up.
5 yards. First down, Panthers.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. Touchdown, Panthers. Gerald Everett, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to at least get one score back. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
42. Panthers 14. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come back.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was the big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Warren. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Deontay Johnson, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up, 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Pass to 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Titans. James Cook, 49 yards. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing is Wilson.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, clock tick.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Titans, the win gets them a step closer